It's homesteading cheaper by the dozen, and we're on our double wide project again. Actually making some progress today. Hayden, tell us what we got going.
We are finishing splitting apart the trailer. After we get all the piers out and lag bolts out, like that one right there.
Yep, like Dad supposed, my helpers have left some lag bolts up in here. So,
and one right there.
I'm assuming that's a good portion of what was making it difficult to get this dude split apart. But we're 2.5 inches apart now at the back, and the back is dropping down. We've got a come along over here, chained off to axle shackle, and pulling on that, just kind of like jacking it up a little bit and then pulling it over. And we didn't have much of a tree here, so we went up to the base of one of these little, I don't know what they were, scrubby little trees, and then tied around a big rock right in there. So we're getting it moving though. It's exciting. Finally, after all this headache that we've been pushing and pulling on it. Dad kind of had a suspicion that his helpers had left in a few lag bolts, but in their defense, they're like kind of up in there and hard to find and whatnot. Hayden?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you take the pry bar and go down through here and kind of clean this out. Don't let it fall down on you because it's insulation, it's nasty.
Yeah.
But do that, and then let's see how many more lag bolts you find in there. Okay. Ethan?
Yeah.
That pier right there, bring those 2 top bolts out, or blocks out, please. Actually, let's wait a minute, boys, for both of those projects. So, we still haven't finished the axle bolt up yet, but trying to get it split in half, and once we get it kind of moving that direction, then get half of it pulled forward and then bolt it up, or all the axles. The tongue bolted up and get half of it pulled forward and plastic off. This side, of course, we had it moving the other day. We're going up and down with it, and it's going back and forth. The boys are busting out this concrete as I keep pulling that concrete out so we can get that tongue. Trying to get this tongue loose. And I came back up to this trusty tree, and we're got another come along hooked up, and which gave out on us. It wasn't meant for the job, I guess, but where it helped, we're putting some pressure on there, and we'll get it pulled over some. But anyhow, that's what we're working on. That's the progress that we're making. We got Caleb and Jacob pulling the tarp loose.
Okay, I'm gonna take off those boards.
Okay.
I told him I was good.
There's more than one drill. You guys can work together on it.
Shut up.
What is that, Hayden?
Huh?
So, we're getting pretty excited. We have conquered the double wide. Well, not quite, but this is a good portion of the heartache. Getting it split apart. Now we can hook a tongue to it, pull it forward, get the plastic on it, and get it ready to get on the road. What do you think, boys?
Tongue's gonna be the hardest part.
No, I think Jackie and I
I think
was the
we
hardest.
did a good job.
Taking all the lag bolts out.
Yep. And why are you boys in a hurry?
Because we're going to Harbor Freight to buy some tools with the money we earned from our last roofing job we did.
And I have more money than all of them.
And I've only been there one time.
Alright.
It already blew my mind.
So we got one black pipe that needs to be finished cut loose. There's the electrical hit the dead, but we haven't cut it. I was gonna try to leave it as long as possible and maybe pull it through the conduit and save it if we can. Got the wire connections there that go right directly, I don't know if you can see them, right directly into the box. And then we ran off and forgot our tools, so I don't have a excuse me, I don't have a tool to do the water line. I got one of them loosened up, but the other one won't come loose. But we got it scared, boys. Got it on the move.
Taco bro.
And our trusty Harbor Freight come along. In hindsight, I think I may spend a little bit more money and buy another one that I could be a little more proud of. But this one's doing the job and it's working out quite well. We're going to load that set of steps. We got the big set of steps that's super heavy. We're going to load this set and we're going to load that unit, but I think we'll wait for the next load for that. So let's finish our load and we'll get on the way. Just kind of excited that after all this piddle poking and jacking and twisting and turning that we finally got it moving. And it's actually really not as hard as what you'd think it is once you get it all up off the pressure points and get it moving in the right direction. It moves really free. Like right now we got these two jacks. We just put our jacks on an angle, and then the boys would, yeah, the Harbor Freight jacks are working out pretty good for us. We put them up on an angle and the boys jack them up to where it's lifting up on it a little bit, and then Dad goes over and works to come along. And it's just coming right over beautifully. What do you think, boys? Shall we pull one more time before we move the come along to the back?
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think, Caleb?
I think so.
Alright. And we got 15 minutes, well about 10 now, to pack up and load up and get going to Harbor Freight so we can make it there in time this evening.
Say $20 or $30.
And that's what we're working at today. Have a good day. So what's happening, Hayden?
Alright.
Alright, move back, Caleb.
They are jacking it up where it's off the ground.
Where it's moving, Hayden.
And then
Get that?
Dad is pulling it with the come along. See? See it moving?
I think that's all we'll do, boys.
Okay.
Alright.
And happy for Dad, he pulled this big old trailer apart by himself.
Manliness.
Alright, that's all for now.